Yeah. 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey. Yeah. Whoa.
Say what?
Hey. Whoa.
3-6 Mafia. It's going down.
Whoa.
Y'all know what time it is. We ain't playing with you. In the club, in the street.
Hey everybody, it's Str8 Geek'd out back again with another pickup. Just want to get a real quick question out there. How'd you like the new intro? Trying to change things up, make it a little better. Leave a comment below. Let me know how I can improve or whatever with my amateur skills on editing, but still trying to do what I do. But anyways, back to the topic. Yeah, this past weekend didn't go out. Friday, afternoon after work, hunting or anything like that, but I did go out. I didn't go out on Saturday either. Had too much family stuff going on. Spent time with my boys. I got two little ones, so I went ahead and spent time with them. So on Sunday, I had a little time free, so I was able to go hunting a little bit. And unfortunately, not everybody could go hunting, but a couple of guys were able to go hunting, and that was Mark, aka Casper, the Front of Gamer, and Jose, which is Vintage Game Finder. Both of them have YouTube channels, so just look them up. Great channels, fun to watch, and also members of Str8 Gamer as well too. With that being said, the three amigos, got together and we went hunting. We didn't know what we were gonna find. We didn't know what we were gonna, hopefully accomplish. I know they had gone out on their own little hunts on Saturday, and it had been, alright, but slim pickings. So they wanted to rebound and really hit it big. So I went with them. We went hunting, and we started off at one of our local flea markets out here. And anyways, we had gone out there, and we made the little trip. It was early in the morning. People were still setting up, so it wasn't too much stuff to find, but we ended up finding some stuff, and I found a few things myself. One of the first things I found, nothing spectacular, nothing crazy like that, is, and these actually had covers on them and manuals and everything, but I gave them to my sister because she's collecting DS games and things like that, but I took the cases. I got 2 empty cases for the DS. The reason why I grabbed these is because I can actually convert them very easily, if you see right there. Alright, there, get the light. There we go. On the top part, it'll actually hold Game Boy Advance games. So I'm able to put my Game Boy Advance games in there, the ones who don't have, original boxes and things like that, which is so hard to find with boxes because they're cardboard. And a reprint artwork, and it looks really nice on the shelf rather than just having a pile of, Game Boy games. So that was pretty cool to find. Then, while we were running around, I just happened to spot at the corner of my eye N64 controller. Actually, when I first saw it, I thought to myself that it was that it might be like a third party or something like that. But no, it was first party, and I was pretty stoked to find it. And that was a gold N64 controller. And if you see right, it says $1. Yeah, I picked it up for $1, which is really cool. They usually run a lot more than that online. The stick is pretty worn out on it, but I have replacement sticks, so I can just swap it out, so I'm not really worried about that. But other than that, I already tested it out, and it works fine. Even with the worn out stick, it'll still work too, so it's crazy. So I'm pretty stoked to have that. Now, maybe one day, if I can find a gold N64, maybe even complete in box, that'd be awesome. But still happy to have that. Then, and that was pretty much what I found at this first flea market, first stop. So I was like, all right, it's not too bad. And then, before I get too far, one of my good friends who was out there hunting with me, Jose, Vintage Game Finder, he had been going out, flea marketing, this and the other, and garage sale hunting. Anyways, and he found Michelangelo Ninja Turtle, and he knows I collect Ninja Turtles and things like that, so I didn't have this one, so it was pretty cool. I was pretty stoked to get it. So and it even had a pack of sealed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trading cards for the second movie, and it's taken everything inside of me to not, and I repeat, not open these up. So I'm gonna keep them sealed, and then I purchased off of him for $3. Simpsons Night of the Living Treehouse Horror for the Game Boy Color. I was pretty happy to have that. I didn't have it in my collection, so for $3, I said, why not? Then we ended up going to another flea market that's just down the road, not too far from there. That opens up a little later than the other one. For some reason, they don't open up till 9. Dumb flea market. But it's really hard to get in there and find stuff just because the vendors that sell are allowed to be in there at 7 o'clock. So a lot of these people, they'll set up and then go look at other vendors and buy everything up. So getting a head start. But still was able to find a few things, so I was pretty stoked about that. One of the first things I found while I was over there was I picked up some manuals for some of my games I didn't have manuals for, so I could complete them. And I picked up a few manuals that I don't even have the game or the box, but I want that game, so eventually, you know, if I find the game and everything, I'll just have the menu already ready to go. So first I picked up was Banjo-Kazooie on the N64. Pretty cool game. I already have this one, Spider-Man, but I need the manual, so glad to get that one. And then also for the N64, NFL Blitz. And I have this one as well, just didn't have the manual, so that's pretty cool. Then I picked up 2 Sega Game Gear manuals, and that first one is Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. Didn't have that manual, and Street Fighter, look at me. Streets of Rage. Don't kill me. Streets of Rage. So, I was really happy to get that. I actually have the game for that. I just didn't have the manual, so now I can build a little case for it and everything. So, and then for a Game Boy Color, picked up 2 manuals. I don't have either of these games, but I'm hoping to find them soon. And that is Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color, and then Super Mario Deluxe. So I'm pretty happy to find both of those manuals for a dirt cheap price. It wasn't too bad. And then we were out, you know, instead of running around, and we had this one seller. I'm not gonna give his name or whatever like that. I ain't gonna blow up the spot, but at least only because we like to catch him slipping, and you know, I like catching him slipping. So, anyways, I picked up Gunstar Heroes for the Sega Genesis. I had looked at it. It was like $6. I first looked at it, didn't have a manual or anything like that. It's not, you know, complete. But I was like iffy on it, so I kind of walked away. And then luckily I talked to my boy Mark, and he kind of looked up a listing real quick, and he was like, loose, it goes for, you know, $20, $30, so around that price. So I was like, oh, I'll go back and get that. So I did, and I'm happy to have that in my collection. So picked that one up. Glad to catch a dirty, grimy seller slipping. And then ended up also picking, while I was out there, not from the same guy, from another vendor, ended up picking up F-Zero Boxing Complete. I ended up picking this for $12. He wanted originally, the sticker price is $20, then he went down to $15, and ended up settling at $12. I already have the game, so I was actually offering just a box. The box is, you know, got some wear on the edges and things like that, but all in all, it's not a bad box. Like I said, I was up in the air because, you know, to pay $12 for it, but in the end, when we opened it up, the game was still sealed, and when I looked at the context, if he cleaned the contacts himself to get them that clean, damn, he's good, because it looks like it has never been ever used or played with. So I'm pretty happy to pick this up. And then while we're running around, we also had one of our buddies out there selling, which was pretty cool. He's actually getting ready to open up a store out there rather soon, and so hopefully he'll be able to do that and then get some inventory and do real well. And so as we get more information of where he's going to be and things like that, I'll give you, you know, guys, a heads up, just so he can get some business and you guys can get some good deals and stuff like that too. So that's pretty cool. But for him, I ended up picking up a PlayStation 2. Yep. Fat Boy with the network adapter in the back. which is pretty cool. And the reason why I'm happy to get this is because a while back ago I got a free PS2 box, no system of course, and I've been driving me crazy because I was want to get it complete and everything like that. So I ended up getting this. I cleaned it up, and I'll be able to put it in the box, and the serial numbers, model number, everything matches, so it's good. And I have one complete in box, which is nice. Then after that, that was pretty much it. I didn't find anything else. After that, we decided to go to our local Play and Trade, which rest in peace, Play and Trade, is unfortunately going out of business, or they're shutting the doors down. That's basically what it is. They've been making money, but they just don't, I guess, want to do it no more. So, but anyway, so we went up that way to see, you know, maybe what we could find. We had been up there a couple of weeks ago with a lot of our other guys, you know, and stuff like that, friends, and you know, found some stuff. So we were kind of like, well, we'll see what's left, you know. But I was able to pick up some good stuff for a cheap price. Some of the things I picked up was I ended up picking up Ooze, or the Ooze, should I say, for the Sega Genesis. Of course, no box manual like that. It's got this little so old GameStop sticker I haven't seen in my life on here, but I'll be able to clean it up, get it up, and hopefully get a box for it. Then I ended up picking up literally a Sega Saturn game, a PlayStation 1 long box game, a Sega CD game, and another PlayStation 1 long box game. But first one I picked up was Dark Legend for the Sega Saturn. Pretty happy to get that one. I was able to pick up Mortal Kombat 3 for the PlayStation 1. And this one didn't have the manual, unfortunately, but it has everything else, even the foam inside. And that is the Power Rangers for Sega CD. So I've already looked online. It's like $1 for the manual, so I already went ahead and ordered that so I could have that complete. And then I forgot Top Gun for Long Boss on the PlayStation 1, so I was pretty happy about that. So got all that stuff, and then I ended up picking up a box for an NES game that I have never seen. First of all, I have never seen this game a day in my life, didn't know it existed, and let alone see a box for it. So they let me buy the box by itself, and it came with the box and the manual, and that is, the game is Thrilla's Safari, and it's like a gorilla on a surfboard. I swear to God, it's pretty crazy. There you go. And like I said, got a box for it. You know, it has everything. Box isn't beat up. Got lids, everything. It's not cut up. Doesn't have the little insert, the cardboard insert inside, or the foam or anything. But still happy to get this box. I'm gonna go find the game, and I'll have a complete game. Like I said, I don't know if it's rare, but I ain't never seen it. So then I was, you know, able to kind of like dig around back there in their back storeroom area to find some games and see what they have back there. And I found a couple of systems, and I was pretty happy to get them, and I ended up getting them for a good price. I won't say the exact price, 'cause I ain't trying to, like I said, blow up anybody's spot, but I guarantee you it's way, way, way less. And I'll tell you a few reasons why. Some of these systems, they said didn't work. Some of these systems were missing cables. So I was able to talk them down for like pennies on a dollar. So it worked out. It worked out really, really, really well. At first I was kind of iffy and kind of nervous because, to be honest with you, because, you know, you're buying systems that they told you, you know, they tell you they're not working, that they're not functioning. You're like, oh man, am I just buying, you know, spending money on junk? But I was pretty confident that I could get these things running, and I was able to get some of them running, and other ones, the only reason they're not running is because I just don't have the cables yet, so I'm trying to find cables so I can start working on those ones. But I'll go with the ones who aren't running yet, only because they don't have cables yet, and I'm going to find cables for it. First of all, I was pretty stoked to pick up is the ColecoVision. Yeah, anyways. Ended up getting one of these, and I was pretty happy to get one of these. Been looking one for a little while, so to get one. Like I said, they said that that this one didn't work because they didn't have the cables and stuff like that for it. So I'll be able to find cables for it one way or another, and I will have a working ColecoVision. I guarantee you that. Then next, over here, the another thing that I need cables for, and they couldn't get it running. They had some cables for another one, but they weren't going to give those away. But they just couldn't get this one running because they were missing something or whatever. I don't know. And it still has the hard drive thing. That's the most expensive part of it. Is it may look like a giant DVR box or a DirecTV box, but I assure you, this is a Philips CDI. This thing is huge. This thing is freaking heavy. Yo, I never thought it was ever this heavy. And back in the day when it failed, it was because it was too damn expensive. So I was really happy to get one of these cheap. So I'll be able to get this up and running. If I gotta, fix some things. And then lastly, I ended up picking up 2 more systems. Like I said, both of these had stickers said they didn't work. Actually, there's 3 systems. I apologize, and I will go grab the other one too. And one of them is I ended up picking up was a Panasonic 3DO FC10. Yeah, and I was pretty happy to get this. Like I said, they said it didn't work. So I got home with it and started messing with it, and I found out that when it said, well, the sticker said that it only played some games. So they were like, it's broken, it doesn't work. If it plays any games, then it might be the game or something with the eye. I knew that much. So with that being said, I was actually able to calibrate it because the eye of it was just a little bit off kilter, and that's why some games would play and some games weren't. It was just basically hit or miss. I was able to calibrate it and get it running and working fine, and now it works like a fucking champ. So it works great, and I love it. So I'm really stoked to have a working 3DO that wasn't supposed to be working. So that was really cool. And then I ended up also picking up another 3DO, but the FC1. And this one, they said the same thing. They said, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? You know you're buying a broken one, blah, blah, but if you want it, just on the other. And I told them, yeah, sure, give it to me. Shelf warmers, love them. So I was able to check this one out, and when I popped it in, as they said, it didn't work. So I was looking at it, going crazy, trying to figure out what it was, checked the eye at it, and I realized that the eye was dirty, but I cleaned the top of the eye, and it was still dirty. So I realized it was somewhere like stuck underneath it. So I took the whole eye basically as far apart as I could out, and then with flushing it with some rubbing alcohol, and being very careful, flushing with alcohol and can air and some other techniques, was actually able to revive and clean that eye. It took me a little bit longer than expected to get the eye calibrated where I needed it to be, but I was able to get this one to work too. So I'm pretty happy to have that. So hey, whatever. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And then lastly, I will grab it right now. All right. Lastly, I got was an Atari 2600 Woody. I'm pretty happy to get this. I already have the all black one, the Vader. So I was pretty happy to have that one. I'm trying to get the box for that, and then eventually a box for this one as well. So pretty happy about that. I got the Atari Flashback 4, so I play my, if I get an Atari kick, I play it on that one. My wife got that for me for Christmas, and I like it. So I'll probably put this one, like I said, in a box and as a shelf warmer, so it can sit there and be display purposes and stuff like that. So, and that pretty much ended our day. We went to a couple other little spots. I didn't see anything I liked or needed or wanted, so that pretty much ended our day. By that time, we went ahead and called it quits, and so that was it. So I'm pretty happy to get all that stuff. I know that I probably won't find a whole lot like that or bigger again. So like I said, once again, very, very happy. Now I'm on a hunt for those cables, for those 2 systems, to get those last 2 systems up and running. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and go ahead and hit the like button, because if you hit the like button, then that means I like that. That's really cool. It works for me, you know what I'm saying? To know that people appreciate, you know. So anyways, I'll see you next time.
Say what? 3-6 Mafia.